what I'd like to do is, give me two things that go well together.
Ham and eggs.
Ham and eggs, okay? So ham, eggs, ham.
Eggs.
Ham.
Eggs.
Ham.
Eggs.
Ham. Eggs. Ham.
Eggs.
All right, so what I like to do now is have all the hams on this side of the stage. And all the eggs on this side of the stage. And this is kind of more of a performance activity. So, okay, cool. It's pretty even teams here. We're good to go. All right. So hams are over here and eggs over here. Now what's going to happen? This game is called New York Lemonade. Now what will happen with New York Lemonade is this. Actually, let me list the help of these little friends here. So these are going to be kind of like your home baseline. So behind this red frog, you can't come over that line until I say here in a second. And then behind this green frog, for the hams, that's your home baseline there. So you do have to make sure that you have two bases that are clearly marked for this activity. Again, this is called New York Lemonade. This is a classic viola Spolin game, kind of the godmother of all these improv games, a lot of what we're doing today. So ham is going to circle up, and they're going to come up with an occupation that they can act out without words. Okay, so you guys are going to come up with an occupation you can act out without words, and it'll be your job to guess it. But it's not quite that simple. So we'll wait for you guys to come up with the occupation. You guys are going to try really hard not to listen, because if you hear what it is, it's not as much fun. After you come up with the occupation, give me a thumbs up, and then I'm going to give you guys the commands that makes New York Lemonade, New York Lemonade. Yeah, feel free to plug your ears. It's good, it's good. So usually take about 15 to 30 seconds to come up with the occupation, and you guys are ready to catch them. Okay. All right. Okay, so hams are ready to the occupation, right? So they have an occupation they decided together what they're going to act out. So once they have it, what they're going to do is they're going to walk together, and they're going to start by saying, so we'll go maybe on the count of three, and you're all going to say, here we come. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Here we come. And you guys will walk together, kind of up to this point, and you guys will say, where from?
Where from?
Then we say, New York.
New York.
You take another step. You say, what's your trade?
What's your trade?
Walk one more step. We say, lemonade.
Lemonade.
Then you say, give us some if you're not afraid.
Give us some if you're not afraid.
At this point, as you can see, ham is much closer to the eggs. What will happen is, the eggs are going to try to guess what the occupation is once you guys start acting it out, right? So you guys start acting out, they're going to start shouting out the guesses. When they guess it, you guys are going to hightail it back to your home base behind that green frog, right? If they tag you, so if they tag John here, he now becomes a part of this team unless he gets back behind that, that frog that we have over there. If he gets back to his base, he can stay right there. So the important thing with this is you act it out. If you get tagged, you're now part of this team. So eggs, get ready to catch. And one more safety concern. Okay, this game, as you run backwards, as you guys actually turn around and run back to your base, just be careful. Make sure you've stretched out before you do this activity, and be nice to each other. So go ahead and act out your occupation.
Veterinarians, they're fishermen, they're armies.
Soldiers. Firefighters. Gotcha.
All right. So John, did they get you, John? I think? All right. So John. Okay. So now this team has another member. All right. Now they're all friends. Yes. Yes. So now eggs are going to come up with an occupation, and you guys are going to get ready to catch the eggs. Okay. So hand, get ready to guess. But again, make sure you don't listen in. So they're kind of huddled up, coming up with an occupation they can act out. And the more detail you put into the acting, the better. All right.
Great.
All right. Okay. So let's go through those commands. I think you guys remember them. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we
come.
Where
from?
New York.
What's your trade?
Lemonade.
Show us
Put
some.
some if you're not afraid.
If you're not afraid.
Policeman. Crossing guard. Traffic.
All right. Let's do it one last time. So this is New York Lemonade. I like this because you have groups getting together to decide something. There's a lot of different things going on with this. So let's do one more time. So you guys will come up with an occupation. This will be our last time. So circle up. This will be our last one. You guys won't listen. Okay. You guys ready? All right. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we come.
Where from?
New York.
What's your
Let's circle up. I'd like to try to do 2 more activities before we close the workshop. Maybe 3 if we have time. With this activity here, there's a little bit of a song involved in this one, and it's a fun one because you actually. It's a good way to get people acting without having to get too involved in your character right away with where has my finger been. That's what this game is called. What you guys are going to do is put your fingers up like this. Yeah, this is called Where Has My Finger Been? What we're going to do is we're going to sing a little song to get things started, and you'll kind of go like that from left to right with your fingers. We're all going to sing, Where has my finger been? Said, Where has my finger been? Say what? Where has my finger been? Said, Where has my finger been? Now what will happen is, I'll start this off and throw a location to somebody. So I could throw a location over to Larry. Okay, so if I throw a location to Larry, I might say something like, maybe Indiana Dunes. Now Larry's going to have a scene at the Indiana Dunes with his 2 fingers like this. So 2 characters just using his fingers like this at the Indiana Dunes. Now, when he's done, he'll say, and that's where my finger's been. We pick back up with the song, and then Larry will throw a location to somebody else in the circle. Okay? So let's start this over again. Since he's already thought about his scene in his mind, we're going to do a totally different location. Because improv is not about planning, it's about being in the moment. So let's sing the song one more time, and I'll toss a location to somebody in the circle. So this is Where's My Finger Been? You guys ready? It's fun, isn't it? Life's so good. All right, here we go. Ready? So let's do Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been? Say what? Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been? Manhattan.
Hey, Carlos, you know I've been to, I'm here in New York City, man. I like this, man. What's your occupation? I'm a doctor, really? Oh, man, I was just at the doctor's the other day. You know, they found a mole, but you know what? I'm from New York, I'm from Manhattan, so you know what? I don't care about it. And that's where my finger's been.
I said, Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been? Say what? Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been?
Paris.
Oh, mon chéri, where have you been all my life? I've been learning English. Oh, me too. I haven't seen you in class. No, that's because I take English and that's my favorite.
Where's my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been? Say what? Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been?
How about the beach?
Do you think I need more sunblock? I don't know. What time is it? Is it still peak hours? I don't know. Nah, let's just burn. And that's where my finger's been.
All right. Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been? Say what? Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been?
Taste of Chicago.
Oh, George, I can't believe we're going to take the shot. I can't wait to get that big drumstick. It tastes so good. You think they got baby rays put on it? I will put baby rays on there. Stand up. Why you always talk about that drumstick? I'm tired of it. Why don't you just talk about the corn of the cob? You know, it's overpriced. I don't want to go there. I want to go to Red Fest. Can we go to Red Fest? Please. Oh, there, that's my favorite thing.
All right. Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been? Say what? Where has my finger been? Say, Where's my finger been?
Lord Wacker.
It's my first time in the city. Oh, really? Why don't you follow me? I've been here twice before. I saw this part in the Blues Brothers, I think. But no, you haven't. Yes, I have. Wait, where was your finger? My finger was over here, and that's where my finger's been.
All right, cool. We'll stop it right there. Nice job. Now, ideally, again, if you have the time, make sure everybody gets a chance to go through it. You guys get the idea of that game, Where's My Finger Been? It's a great activity. Actually, you can also open it up where you can have the person do a scene with a person next to them, too. So you can start off by doing it where they have a scene like this, and then you can have them look to their right or their left and have them do a scene this way, too, just to kind of open it up a little bit. So great activity to kind of get those scenes rolling before you actually break the circle open and do the scenes.